Welcome back to Bountiful Gardens. My name's Ike, and today I'm at the Ewing location where the sun is shining and the days are getting longer, which means it's time for the first blooms of spring to show their faces. And some of my favorite first blooms of spring are going to be the ephemerals. But what is an ephemeral? Well, ephemeral means lasting a very short time. So like the name suggests, these plants come up in early spring, bloom only once, and then go back into dormancy for the rest of the season. You get a short glimpse at a beautiful flower, but it's worth it in the life cycle of the pollinator. Some really popular examples of ephemerals are hyacinths, tulips, daffodils, all those popular flowers of spring. But there's also some really important native ephemerals that are good to plant too. One of my favorite woodland ephemerals is going to be Dutchman's Breeches, named because the flowers kind of look like little pantaloons hanging upside down on the flower stalk. You might also know it as a bleeding heart because that name encompasses a lot of flowers that look like that, or little blue stagger or staggerweed, because farmers noticed that whenever their cows would eat the flowers, they'd stagger around in a drunken stupor. It has a compound pretty similar to a poppy, so the cows were definitely feeling it. Whatever you call it, it's a great perennial that works well in a shaded area with rich, dense soil. Another great ephemeral is going to be Trilliums, and you can easily spot these on an early spring hike in North America. Just look for 3 leaves and 3 petals arranged in a triangle. There's 2 different types, tall ones, which are known as pedicellate, or short and squat, known as sessile. But as soon as you separate them into species, things get a little more difficult. For one thing, same species could have completely different flower shapes, and in the wild they hybridize at random, meaning you could get even more unique flower combinations. Whatever flower you end up with though, they work fantastic as a planted perennial in a shade garden, in rich, well-draining soil. Next up is the Trout Lily, and whoever named it called it like they see it. For one, it is a member of the lily family, with that classic star-shaped bloom and stamens full of pollen for emerging insects. It also has incredible foliage, with mottled burgundy leaves that resemble a brook trout. It makes a great accent plant for a shade garden, or works beautifully as a ground cover as long as it's shielded from direct sun and planted somewhere with really rich soil. Another spring ephemeral aptly named for its appearance is going to be the Virginia Bluebell. These plants start as dark purple stems before quickly turning green and shooting out electric blue flowers. You can usually see them in large clumps along forest floors or vast carpets of them in floodplains. Because they're one of the first blooms of spring, they're an essential food source for all sorts of insects like bees and moths, and even hummingbirds who feed on the nectar and pollen that they provide. If you want another spring ephemeral that works perfectly as a ground cover, look no further than Bloodroot. They have cup-shaped white flowers that, once established, can carpet an entire bed if you'd like. And establishment is easy thanks to their special relationship with insects. The seeds themselves contain a fatty substance that's attractive to ants. The ants take those seeds down into their burrows where they'll germinate, further spreading out the colony of Bloodroot. Like other spring ephemerals, they do best when planted together with things like fern or hosta, so once they go down for their summer nap, the other larger perennials can fill in the space they left behind. Planting ephemerals is a great way to welcome the start of spring, and planting native ephemerals is a great way to welcome local insect populations and ease them out of hibernation. If you're looking for the classics like hyacinth, tulip, crocus, or daffodil, let's head over to Lawrenceville and see how Amelia is using these flowers to make stunning arrangements for Easter.
Welcome back to Bountiful Gardens in Lawrenceville. As Ike said, here in our floral studio, we're crafting up these beautiful custom-made Easter baskets to help bring the vibrance of spring into your home. The best part about our Easter baskets is that you can plant all of these stunning flowers out into your spring planters. And if you have any bulbs in your basket, you can plant them right out in your garden for their lovely colors the following spring. Surrounding me here in our greenhouse, we have our fragrant forest of Easter lilies to bring that spring scent to your Easter celebration. And if you don't have a garden or space for planters, come check out our cut flower arrangements that'll liven up your Easter table.
Thanks for watching. As always, if you like this video, be sure to like it down below and leave a comment if you had any questions about any of the ephemerals I talked about or suggestions for videos in the future. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see more videos like this in the future. Thanks, and happy spring.